Yep, hey, going on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to TPB Unfiltered and welcome back to Finally an episode where Anna and Shannon are back together once again. Sorry for the delay. This episode was supposed to be out a while ago and our previous recording somehow the Wi-Fi got really screwed up. Who knows how that happened? We were recording at my house, so I don't know why. But could be better now. I'm down at my studio today, and today we are talking about Medicaid and mobility equipment hardware. As a reminder, this podcast is not for children ears in the you hold the for them to hear about topics Medicaid insurance and the right to their very own mobility equipment that works for them. But if you don't want to hear about that, we advise you to listen to this at a later time. Also, please remember we are not insurance experts at all, so we won't be giving insurance advice. More like a, what would you call it, Shannon?
More like a experience
Yeah.
what we go through
Right.
living with a disability and needing insurance coverage.
Yep. We went home to getting the right equipment for your disability because insurance, let me just put this out here right now. Insurance will provide you a wheelchair and a walker and a handle. They will undoubtedly provide you that when you have a medical hip. But what they don't tell you is it may not be customizable to what you need or what your lifestyle is today. So with that being said, that's kind of what we are talking about. How we make a equipment that is customizable to us for the most part and his or my higher for the most part. So Shannon, do you want me to point out with how how I know about that or what
Yes.
my statement looks like? Okay, so if you guys are watching this on my YouTube, you have undoubtedly seen me in my walker and in my wheelchair. However, if you are listening to this on Apple Podcast or Spotify Podcast, you have never seen my fitment. So let me paint a picture for you. So I am an ambulatory wheelchair user, which means I can use a walker and a wheelchair at the same time, depending on what situation I am in and what equipment is best for me at the time. My insurance company will cover one walker a year for my disability as long as I have a medical tip from my primary care doctor. However, what they don't tell you is they only cover one wheelchair brand. And that one wheelchair brand when you're an adult. So I'm in my 20s, I'm 24, and so there's only one walker brand for adults, and that is Nimble by Drive. And the thing about Nimble walkers is they're really lightweight, really compact, and really awesome, right? But they also have tiny wheels about that much. If you are looking at this on the YouTube channel, you can see how little my hands are right now. So they end up being a tipping hazard for you. Additionally, I retired forearm support because my doctor didn't want my wrist to miss proper tunnel and other medical things. So that makes it even more top heavy. So I have a tendency to tip over. So with that being said, I don't want to fall and break my head open on concrete, nor do I want to retire a DSP to be holding on to my walker all the time. So that is one thing when it comes to medical equipment not being accessible to me. So I end up buying my own medical equipment out of pocket using eBay and Facebook Marketplace, which I will talk about in a second. Another aspect of my disability is I am not eligible for a wheelchair that is custom made for me because I can walk more than 5 feet. That to me is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my entire life. But
That
now,
to me is completely bogus.
yeah, I can walk more than 5 feet. Is it suitable to me? No. So I can't even knit a wheelchair hybrid even if I wanted to. So that's a whole nother story about, that's beside the point of the podcast. So Shannon, I will let you kind of talk about your incorrect learning.
Yes. Okay. Good start. And for my insurance journey, I am, well, first off, I'm a full-time wheelchair user because I cannot walk more than 5 feet. But I am hoping to one day be an ambulatory wheelchair user. And like Anne said, an ambulatory wheelchair user is a person who uses a walker and a wheelchair at the same time, depending on the situation they are in. Well, right now, I am a full-time wheelchair user, and I'm also due for a brand new wheelchair because I have lost a significant amount of weight and my wheelchair doesn't fit me. So I have been fighting for, it'll be 2.5 years in January that I've been fighting for a brand new wheelchair.
What are you entitled to, Hannah? So the people know. Do you know?
No.
You don't know how many wheelchairs you get a year?
Oh, one every 7 years.
Okay.
I am eligible for a power wheelchair every 7 years, and it has been only 5. While going back to me losing the weight, I require a brand new wheelchair, and my insurance won't pay for a new wheelchair. I don't know if it's because it hasn't been the 7 year mark or what. But my parents and I have been fighting for me to get a brand new wheelchair, and they told my mom, if you have $30,000, buy it yourself. Like, excuse me, where am I gonna get that chump change?
Yeah, no one has that.
No.
B, even if you, for me, a minimum effort, I can buy my mobility hand, right? I don't need all that movement in the family, and I'm going to that in it. But like for you, I would imagine like how would you, even if you wanted to do the amount, to amount, even if you wanted to do what I do, right? You couldn't because there's no way the more hit more hit or eBay will have that would be,
Right. And I can't go on Facebook Marketplace or eBay because of the way my body was made. I don't I can't sit in just a regular power wheelchair. It needs to be adapted to my body.
Right.
Or else I would have already had a power wheelchair if it was that easy. But my insurance, like I said, told my mom if I have $30,000, I can pay for it myself. No, I do not have $30,000, and insurance is just a pain in the butt.
Right, and then you had to me online, and I believe on some podcast, like you really want to be an ambulatory wheelchair user. So for me, when I hear that, I think, oh, Hannah definitely needs, a written paper with my I have now will be donated to me, and it's way better because the wheel or bid and it holds you up, and like it allows me to weight bear completely on my back, right? And then of course you probably want a handler too, because that is a I believe that her bone health and weight bearing. And
Yes, a stander, it would help with bone density.
right. Yep. And I don't know, are you eligible for that? I don't even know. Don't know.
I've never looked into it.
I'm saying like, and like for me, I was eligible for a handler, who my insurance, and I got one, right? But the thing that it does is it made me numb in my feet, when I used it, and I knew that was not right at all because, so I had to buy a new one or pay the marketplace, and I drove high hour to pick it up. So, the point of this episode is to be to let you guys know whether you're in trouble, what you need or not, it's completely fine to, if you have the means to, it's completely fine to pay out of pocket and on eBay and take the marketplace and offer up an auto website. And I will link them down below, and my take on it is I may find wheelchair and handler and walker that are able to that are barely you. You know what I mean? That people might you 1 time, 2 times, 4 times, 8 times, and I tend to want to only visit things that are in my area or in my driving distance, and I ask the previous owner for all the information, like when did you buy it? What's wrong with it? Have the battery been replaced? Why are you getting rid of it? And then I'll go and I'll meet the person if they're up to my handle for equipment. But that is how I ended up with my wheelchair and two of my walker and my handling thing.
I really think if anybody is looking for a walker, I really recommend a gait trainer. And the reason why I recommend a gait trainer is because if you don't have use of one side of your body, that is okay, because they can strap your arm into a holder on the walker, and you can walk. I, the reason why I recommend a gait trainer is because that is how I started learning how to walk when I was younger. But the reason why I stopped walking was because my mom got remarried and we moved into a house that wasn't suitable for my walk. We moved into a trailer. I'm sorry, that wasn't suitable for my walker, and then I lost all my mobility, not keeping up walking. But I'm really looking into a gait trainer, and yes, adults can use a gait trainers too.
I have a video all about that on my channel if anyone is interested.
I noticed there's a lot of misconceptions about gait trainers that gait trainers are only used for little kids. That is completely wrong. A gait trainer can be for a child, a teen, an adult, or even an elderly person that needs a walker to get around.
Right. And that I have a whole separate video on, so I'll make that here if anyone is interested in that. About a gait trainer on Facebook Marketplace as well. Yep, if you're ever looking for them, there are a ton.
Okay.
In my area and probably in your area too. There literally a ton.
I think that's where Briella got her gait trainer is Facebook Marketplace. I don't think Caroline went through insurance.
I don't know. But our point here is that you don't have to go through insurance.
No, you can no. Like Anna said, our point is you do not have to go through insurance. You can buy things out of pocket if you wish.
Yeah, like we understand that everyone wants to try, but I don't want anyone to admit this first because you got the wrong piece of equipment from insurance. That happens a lot. You buy the wrong piece of equipment, and if you are a parent watching, I invite you to have in the doctor, in the PT, in the OT. You know, if you don't think it's right for your child.
Agreed.
Yep. Like, or it doesn't matter however old you are, having them. Because you will undoubtedly one point or another, end up with the wrong piece of equipment.
The more questions you ask, the better off you are, honestly. Because if you don't ask questions and your PT or OT tell you your child or adult needs this equipment, and then down the line it doesn't work for them, you need to question them. Are you sure this will work? Are you sure this is the right equipment? Are you sure this is what it does? Ask
and do your own research.
recommend you ask questions.
Yeah, and then do your own research. So we hope this episode helped you may. If it was, we encourage you to comment down below, share it with people who also would benefit from an episode like this, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
And let me hot that. Okay, yep. Okay, hot minute.